Okay. I know what you guys are expecting. You guys think I'm going to talk about Elon Musk buying Twitter and all that good stuff. No, I'm not like that. Actually, we're not like that. What we're going to be talking about today is the fact that James Gunn defended Chris Pratt on Twitter, that and much more on this episode of the Miami Geeks. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punisher305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
How you doing?
It's Monday. It's just Monday.
I mean, that's all you had to say.
Yeah, yeah, it's Monday. How you feeling?
I get you. I'm alive, motherfucker. After the weekend I've had.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we want to share with our amazing fans out here what happened.
Let's just say that I'm a fucking klutz. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, we can leave it like that. So anybody who's out there just wondering what the hell happened, don't worry. Just remember this: Willie's still alive. The floor is okay. The walls will never survive. But yeah.
Whatever.
But man, you know what? Good thing it's Monday. We're here to do our pretty much our daily Monday ritual, our salvation, our everything, just to make sure that we're here talking. So let's get to it, Willie, and let's talk about what's going on today in gaming news. Which System Shock remake is largely complete, but the main focus now on the console ports. So the System Shock remake is largely completed, according to the head of the development at Night Dive Studio. The news comes from Windows Central, who spoke to Night Dive's directors of business development, Larry Cooperman. Am I saying right?
Yeah.
Cooperman? Yeah, okay. At the game development conference earlier this year. So yeah, they pretty much have everything down to the T. Everything is set. But now they're choosing on now what console port to push this on, if I'm not mistaken. Willie, you want to fill this in with a little more, or what?
Well, for those who don't know, System Shock is a pretty influential game. Came out originally in 1994, published by Origin, which is now an EA company. Mm-hmm. The second one, System Shock 2, came out in 99, and was published by basically the spiritual. I want to say as well the original. No, let's try this again.
Okay.
System Shock 2 was developed by a company that you might not know called Irrational Games. They were bought by Take-Two, but they're a big deal, and they're working on this one as well.
Okay.
System Shock is the series that led to BioShock, which I know you heard of.
Oh, absolutely, of course.
And I'm ready to play this game. As a matter of fact, I downloaded a PC demo. You should do the same.
I'll try. I can't make any promises. I'll try. The only thing is I'm letting everybody know here what it looks like is because I'm putting a little demo here, a little video of their demo here on our page, where you guys could be aware of what it looks like, and go to our pages and click on the link so you guys could follow a little with it. Which it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks actually really good. But
you would like it.
I'm always
just saying,
weird shit.
And it's not a matter of which consoles it's coming to. It's gonna be on PlayStation 4 and 5. It's gonna be on Xbox One, Series X and S, and on PC.
Okay.
On PC for Windows, Linux, and Mac. So none of y'all have an excuse.
Nah, no, yeah, there's no excuse on this shit. Like, absolutely not. But I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty dandy, that the fact that they're doing that, and I can't complain. But now I got other things I want to talk about, Willie, which this came up recently, but nobody's been really making headlines about it. And it's about Ubisoft being reportedly up for sale. I mean, I'm not sure how you feel about that. We talked about it, that they're doing it, they're planning it. It was always that little on and off thing. Yeah. But it happened. It went down. That's it. So now they're for sale. So now the real question is, who's going to buy them? I mean, do you think PlayStation's going to buy them? Do you think Xbox is going to jump in and do something with them? Like, what do you think? What are your predictions?
There's the report says, this is reported on by Bloomberg,
Mm-hmm.
that there are private equity companies that are looking to buy Ubisoft. So this is not a thing where Microsoft or Sony are going to jump in. They're talking about there's two private equity firms in particular called Blackstone Inc. and KKR and Company. They are the ones that are supposedly in talks to acquire Ubisoft. I mean, no. Microsoft and something, no. That's not. I mean, who knows? It might happen. I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon jumped in and bought them.
Oh, I like money.
You know what? Don't jinx it, because they could. I mean, right now, at this rate, we could even probably expect that Elon must be like, you know what? I have a couple billion left over here. I'll buy that too.
Why is everybody so interested in that piece of shit?
I don't know. He just bought it.
Why does everybody care about that piece of shit?
I don't know.
Fine, okay. He makes electric cars, and he made a rocket that he took him to space. Great.
Yeah.
He's got more money than you and I can even count to.
Yeah, but yeah, I can only come to this much.
Whatever.
Oh.
Like, I guess people will be entertained with whatever they're entertained with. I just, there's more interesting shit out there than Elon Musk.
And you know what? And I do agree with you there, Willie. Which the next subject we're going to be talking about, technically, and pretty much something that I've been wondering myself, and I'm pretty much you're going to be wondering yourself, is about the PlayStation Plus subscribers can easily upgrade their tier list, and that's Sony confirming that already. Which I think that's pretty awesome, because yeah, in June, actually, there's going to be an ongoing email that they're going to be sending out to everybody, to Asia, Japan, United States, even Europe, letting you guys know when the whole kick-in is going to happen with the new upgrade for the PlayStation Plus subscriber tiers. But now, which this is the part where everybody's probably like getting worried, like, oh, what's gonna happen to our tier? Our tier is gonna get wasted. Are they gonna do something to it? Something's gonna happen. No, everything's gonna be fine. It's whatever you're paying now, they're gonna put you in that tier anyways. So you're paying $60 a year, right? So they're gonna stick you in what? I think it was the second tier for that one.
No, it's the first one.
That's the first one? Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna put you in Essential. Essential is what PlayStation Plus is right now.
Okay, which is fine and dandy. Now, if you're in Essentials and you're like, damn, dude, I want to get the highest tier they have, PlayStation said, no problem. Being that you already paid those $60 for the year, just pay the difference for the upgrade. And you know what? I'm totally down with that. That's actually pretty cool that they're going to be doing something like that. Willie, what do you think about that strategy that PlayStation is doing right now? That not only they're moving you with the essential tiers, but you're like, hey, if you want to upgrade, no problem, just pay the difference only. There's not like, hey, you have to pay $100 and something because you're gonna get it. I mean, I think that's pretty neat.
No, I mean it's to be expected.
True,
like,
but
I wouldn't think that they would go in and make you go and pay for the full subscription service if you're already subscribed.
But let's be honest, PlayStation doesn't have a good track record when it comes to things like that. I mean, how many times users have to call in for a mistake or a game that they didn't play, and PlayStation is really holding that chain so tight that like
they don't do refunds.
I mean. No, that's what I'm saying. But they're not gonna be like, yeah, we're not gonna let you get a tier like that unless you pay, the X amount of money for that. I just think, at least for their part, that they're giving you that that just giving you that that little freeway, just be like, okay, if you're paying $60 now and all you gotta do is pay an additional $60 or $70 more if you can get the highest tier there and have it for a whole entire year by paying that much money, I think that's pretty freaking good. I mean, at least
again, to me that's just the yes, I know how they are, but that's the bare minimum. Remember that when Xbox was trying to sell their Game Pass to people, they allowed you to upgrade for a year to Ultimate for $1.
Yeah, I remember. Which that thing was awesome. That part for me was awesome.
Still is. I still have it.
Yeah.
I still have it. I mean, the amount of games that you get, you can't beat it.
Yeah, but for $1, I mean, shit, wait, because
I mean, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They go, oh, I get all and on PC and I only got to pay $1, please.
Man,
May I?
That's a win-win. I have to say that's a win-win And I think that whoever does that, that's freaking genius. And for right now, for PlayStation, for what they're doing with all 3 tiers, it's a genius move, really good move. At least at their part, smart move. You're gonna have your fan base, your clients, and all that. They're gonna be like, oh, cool, I get to play these games, and I just have to do is put in a little bit more extra money just to get the top tier, or keep it regular. We talked about it. Those 3 tiers, they work fine. But if you have a PS4, I will say get the middle tier, and that's it.
Listen, if I were to get it, or to get a PS5, I still wouldn't consider getting the top tier.
Why?
You know what would make me consider getting the top tier?
What?
Let me download and play PS3 games on it.
Okay.
I'm not letting that go. I know they're not going to do it. I know they're not going to do it. But you give me backwards compatibility, I'll go buy a PS5 right now.
Okay, what if this, Willie? And this is going to be even for you, for everybody on there. What if PlayStation announcing Summer Game Fest in their PlayStation Treehouse event? Let's just call it that. And they go, hey guys, being that you guys been so cool with us that we did this whole 3-tier thing and yada yada yada, guess what? We're gonna let you download the PlayStation 3 games as well. Willie.
So what you're basically saying is that PlayStation will go, you know what? You've been such good peasants. We'll allow you to give us more money. That's what you're saying?
Technically.
I mean, I'll give it to them.
Okay, because that's all I was wondering. I'm like,
I'll buy it. Listen, you let me play PS3 games I already have. On my PS5, I will buy one now. Summer Game Fest. If they go on there and they announce that, I will personally walk my ass to a GameStop, which is not close.
And it's true.
And I will buy it.
With them. Yeah, all right. So Summer Game
Fest. I'll take a picture of me having it while holding Mountain Dew and Doritos and send it to Jeff Keighley myself.
Hey, we have that option. We can do it now. We can. And
I'll make that my profile picture for PSN.
Oh my god. You know what? Sony.
Me with the PS5, Doritos, and Mountain Dew.
Sony, Jeff, Summer Game Fest. If you guys are listening, which I'm gonna tag you guys on this, make it happen. I want to see Willie bend backwards for this to happen. Because not only the fact that I can see Willie. No, I'm not saying that way.
The only way I can bend backwards is through force, and not of my own.
But
like,
fine.
It involves a rice picker and a tie. That's all I'm saying.
All right, fine. But either way, those 3, make it happen. Because right there and then, I will have to say that will be the best thing to hear right there, and during this whole summer, that you get to download the PS3 games and play them as well on your PS5.
Not streaming.
Fine. No.
Not that streaming bullshit you all have right now. Download and play.
Yeah,
and properly emulated PS3.
Yeah, and I will have to say that the PS5 will have the potential power to do so. So make it happen. I will love to do it.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go in, and you know what? I want Agent Joe.
Okay.
To get mad with what I'm about to say right now.
Go.
Okay. PS5 is more powerful than a PC, right?
Yeah.
I could emulate PS3 games on my PC.
Oof, that's it. I think he's gonna tell somebody off today. He's gonna
tell me off. I can tell you, I'll take it. I can take it.
But fine, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. Do you think that, besides the fact that the PlayStation subscriber to easily upgrade everybody, is it a good thing? We all know that's a pretty great thing. But do you guys think that PlayStation should just make the PS3 games able to download on your system so you guys can play it as well? Comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this one. I need to hear these thoughts. But let's continue on. So, Willie, you already know last week I went to go see the movie The Bad Guys, which I have to say is a freaking fun movie. It was there was no narrative, no they're trying to point on a different subject like in other cartoons and stuff like that. No, it was just a basic freaking cartoon about these characters, that they're bad guys and they're going to be good guys, and a lot of plot twist. I'm gonna tell you a lot of plot twists, even to a point where my daughter didn't freaking expect it.
So what you're saying is
Huh?
that just because they're bad guys doesn't mean they're bad guys.
I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna touch it because there's something similar to that line right there. But I will consider this movie almost an Ocean 11's with animals.
So okay.
But the reason I'm bringing this whole thing up, Willie, is the fact that Bad Guys did what I told you guys it was gonna happen last week. It was gonna take the box office top spot over Fantastic Beast. Over. Willie, please.
Oh,
please.
Wait. Not only did it take the top spot from Fantastic Beasts, Fantastic Beasts got its ass handed to it in its second week, by the way. But the numbers. Deadline goes and says that the Bad Guys generated $24 million opening weekend, which is nice.
Very nice.
Not only that, but Fantastic Beasts got dropped hard. 67% loss. Only made $15.2 million.
Damn. Ain't no love for that.
That's pretty rough.
That's bad.
That's pretty rough.
It's
but
really bad.
You know what? It is what it is. Say what I mean, however you feel about J.K. Rowling, the wizarding world is hurting. And you know that WB isn't happy about that.
Oh no, they're not, man. That should have been their bread and butter right there, easily.
Yeah,
but
they fell so far. They fell so far. The Sonic Hedgehog. I'm gonna try that again. Sonic the Hedgehog jumped it and is back at number 2.
Damn. So Sonic is still up there. Sonic is still up there.
It pulled in 15.2.
Wow.
So it did better in its fourth week?
Yeah.
Than Fantastic Beasts did in its second week.
Sad. That's
then
sad.
you have a few movies that are new. The Northman, which didn't do very well, $12 million for its first week. And the Nicolas Cage fueled unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yeah.
Only pulled in $7.1 million.
I kind of saw that coming. I'm not gonna lie.
Then you have movies. I still want to see this movie. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I have not gone to see it yet. I want to go see it. Lost City 7, Father Stu, the Mark Wahlberg project.
Yeah.
At number 8, Morbius all the way down at number 9.
Yeah, that one's coming too.
And Ambulance, which is in streaming now.
Okay.
Number 10.
Yeah. It is what it is. That's all I gotta say. It is what it is. But the fact that Bad Guys is up there as number 1, right underneath of Sonic, I think that's
movies
freaking
always
amazing.
do really well.
Yeah, but it's not even summer. But the thing is, it's not even summer yet. Usually in the summer, kids movies and blockbusters like something Marvel or DC related will be up there. We already know that, but we're not even close to it.
No, but I mean, think about it. Parents need a reason to entertain their kids, and that's year round.
Oh no, definitely.
Kids movies do well, especially in times like this when they don't have that much competition.
True.
I mean, yeah, you could say Sonic 2 was competition, but all the kids that wanted to see Sonic 2 have already seen it. Now you got to give them something else.
I mean,
you're
very true, though. Very right.
And yes, kids like watching the same movie 375 times. Ask me how I know.
No, I'd rather not.
But no parents are going to sit there and say, oh yeah, let's go watch Sonic 2 again. That's not going to happen very often.
Yeah, no. I love the movie, but I'm not going to watch it a second time like that.
Good for Bad Guys. You say it's a good movie.
It is.
You know, something worth checking out.
Highly recommend it for parents out there that want to see it. And, you know, even the adults that like those type of movies, like, you know, the Bad Guy type of thing, it's actually a fun movie. It has some adult humor, a couple farts here and there, you know, those type of things. But overall, it's still a good movie. It's not, there's no subliminal messages or nothing that hides things from kids. It's pretty open, like not that open, but they do share about feelings and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna say too much because that's already gonna be in spoiler territory. But just take my word for it. If you have kids or you just want to check it out, by all means, check it out. You'll have a good time. But
Enough.
in other news, Willie, Batgirl, the Batgirl movie, may move from streaming straight to theaters after this whole WB change. So the Batgirl movie could move from releasing onto streaming platforms to the theaters due to Warner Brothers changes, according to reports. Now, what reports are they talking about? Because yes, we already know for the fact that Discovery, the whole Discovery Warner Brothers merge happened. But why is this change happening? Like what's so big that they're doing this?
Literally a shift in strategy. It could be that the WB Discovery has decided that, you know what, a DC movie like this, no, it needs to go in theaters. It needs to be seen in theaters. They might not be. They might not be as focused on a pimping just HBO Max, basically. Possible. This is not something that's exactly set in stone. But we shall see.
All right.
At the end of the day, you know what? As long as they improve DC's outlook, and they start putting out movies that fans want to see. Wait, no, let me rephrase that, because if we go by what fans want to see, all they want is the Snyderverse.
Yeah, you're right.
Because evidently DC fans, when they go see movies, all they want to do is cry.
Yeah, and want to see everything as darker than midnight, because reasons.
They want things so dark that when they turn on their flashlight, the darkness sucks out the light from the flashlight.
Yes, and that is true. I say with this change, I want to see what's going to happen. I pray that we get a different DC universe and make it to the best, make it for the best. Hopefully I have someone kind of like a Kevin Feige, not an exact Kevin Feige, but that can actually help them and bring DC up, and not only for the fans, but even for people that are kind of curious about those comics. I'm a big Marvel fan.
Listen,
but lately
I
like
love comics. I love comics. Yes, I grew up reading Marvel more than DC, but come on, like with the stable of heroes that DC has available to it, you're telling me you can't make a couple of decent movies out of that?
You're absolutely right. I do agree with you there, man. It's true. And not only that, it's not like they're not like in Marvel's situation, which we have different characters in different places. Like we have some in Universal, we have some with Sony, we have all the characters will break up, so we couldn't really make a like a comic book version of whatever we wanted to watch, right? So we had to make something happen, at least something work, something to make ends meet, let's just say. But DC has all their characters. They have everybody. It's not like they have this character is bought by this person. No, this person is bought by that character. I don't know how to explain it another way, but you know what I'm saying, right?
I know exactly what you're saying, but something you have to think about, you have to remember, is the fact that, yeah, DC has control, but that doesn't mean that they have to do things like Marvel does.
True.
I'm okay with what they've been doing lately. It might piss some people off, like the whole thing, all these separate stories and how many Batmen do you need and all that bunch of shit. But I'm all right with it. As long as they tell good stories with these characters, they don't have to be in the same continuity. You don't have to pull a Kevin Feige. No.
But they have to make something that at least captures your imagination and your view of the comic to make you be like,
you know what?
See more.
You can do that. And if you go ahead and you make these stories, and every once in a while these heroes meet up and do something, that's fine.
Great. That'd be cool.
You know what?
I'm hands down for that.
That used to be how comic books did things back in the day. Yeah. This is every once in a while. Spider-Man's beating up somebody, but he's getting his ass handed to him. Oh, look, Daredevil showed up.
Yeah.
And they hang out for an issue, and that's it. You can do that.
Those will be things that I would love to see in DC, very much. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think that WB should do, or this WB Discovery, whatever is the new name for it now? What do you guys think should do? Do you think they should start working more and making some sort of comics to a point that we can actually work with it and, you know, get it out of that funk that we had before and make it to a brand new thing? Or what? I mean, please comment down below. Let us know what you guys think and what will be the perfect WB movie to start off everything right. Comment down below. Now, Willie, there's another thing that we have to be talking about, dude, and it's about Disney. I mean, Disney is pretty much talking about returning to their 2D animated movies, says Aladdin filmmakers. So Eric Goldberg, one of the Walt Disney Animation Studios' most renowned animators, provided details on how the company is beginning to move back towards the traditional roots of 2D content, which I'm down with that. I miss those type of animations. Now, how they're gonna make it happen, I don't know, but I would like to see that, to see the whole 2D like how they did with Aladdin, the Lion King and stuff like that. What do you think, Willie?
I prefer that not that they prefer. I mean, there's a place for 3D animation, and there's plenty of good 3D animation out there.
Yeah.
But for a while, the 3D animation house was a Pixar, and Disney Studios had their 2D artists going at it. Things started falling apart when they had a bunch of 2D animated movies that didn't do well. Like, think Country Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with that.
And Atlantis. No, Atlantis was 3D. I'm sorry.
I thought Atlantis was
3D.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but they had a bunch of 2D stinkers, and 3D became the thing. Personally, I think that 2D animation can actually do better than 3D animation for some things. And if you don't believe me, Lion King.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people like the CGI Lion King, but I'm sorry, the original Lion King was better.
It was. It's true.
And you can go down the line with that. I think the only 3D-ized version of a 2D animated movie that Disney made that I liked was Jungle Book.
I love Jungle Book.
Didn't care for Beauty and the Beast.
No.
Didn't care for Aladdin. I'm not gonna care about Little Mermaid.
No. I'm not sure how they're gonna make that happen. Hopefully it does well, but no.
They're gonna do it. Whether it's gonna do well or not, they're gonna do it.
No, they're gonna do it. There's no stopping this train. They're gonna make it happen. But the fact is, if it's gonna be good or not, that's whatever happens. You know what I'm saying?
It is indeed whatever happens.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't care.
All right.
There's a place for 2D animation. I love 2D animation. I'm old school. Of course I love 2D animation. That's all I care about.
All right. Well, let's talk about this, Willie, which is our last thing that we're going to be talking about. And it's technically the first thing we talked about in the beginning of this whole thing, which is James Gunn defends Chris Pratt after Marvel fans. I'm not even going to say they're Marvel fans, but a bunch of people on Twitter petitioned to cancel Chris Pratt again. And I do say again, because we brought this up last year and it's been kind of like an ongoing thing. And it's all because of the fact that Chris Pratt's going to a church which they frown upon the LGBTQ and certain things, but not really too much frown upon. But they're also saying that they can help out for counseling in case if it's a kind of a conversion type of thing, which again, that's all about religion and stuff like that. I'm not one to talk about that, but on Saturday, on April 23rd, a user tweeted out, and the username is Megalodon. It's very, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty cool that they did that. But anyways, tweeted out a replacement for Marvel for Guardians of the Galaxy with Chris Pratt with the Aquaman star Patrick Wilson, and the girl pretty much put a picture there and be like, "Hey Marvel, hear me out. just replace him like that. That's all the girl put. Just put it out there. Now, here's the thing. If you don't want to be known or noticed or famous, don't think that you're gonna be not watched by others, because James Gunn saw that and he replied right back to her and pretty much retweeted this whole thing, pretty much saying, for what? Because of your made up utter false beliefs about him, or for something else told about you, pretty much like a he said she said type of shit. But Chris, pretty much he said Chris Pratt would never replace a Star-Lord, and if he was, you could best believe that he will leave with them as well. He will leave, like he'll just drop Guardians of the Galaxy right there and leave with them. So there's a lot of going on about that, and the fact that Chris Pratt answered this young lady, all that this girl's pretty much getting all the hate.
James Gunn did.
Huh?
James Gunn was the one that responded.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't know if I said it right. I'm sorry. Yeah, the fact that he responded to her on that tweet about replacing, now it just leads up to a bunch of things there, because there's another person actually replied back to James Gunn like, oh, like, what would you know? And pretty much he said like, I'm sorry, do you know Chris Pratt? Do you know the church that he goes to? Do you know anything? Of course not, because it's all about the he said, she said. And a lot of people go by that, and it's true. Unless you don't do the math, or you don't just sit there and kind of like go to the place, kind of see what's going on and whatnot. Not a lot of people can criticize, and the fact that, I'm still gonna say this, but the fact that they get Chris Pratt, and Chris Pratt has nothing, like he's just there. Like Chris Pratt is just kind of like standing there, like let's just say he's just standing there getting all this shit, and he's like, the fuck did I just do? Like I just breathed. But I just think that for something like this, for people to put all this hate on Twitter on him and they should cancel him and all that stuff, I don't know. I just feel kind of like it's kind of like almost like a one-sided fight, even though the man doesn't really argue or nothing to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? He just let it be. Like, all right, you guys want to cancel me? That's, it's to you guys. Then I'm not gonna sit here and be like, why should you cancel me? Type of shit. But then again, also, it comes down to the whole. To the whole church organization. What do they do? What their beliefs? I get it. There's some things that you guys might not agree with. I totally get it. But that's his church, and to be honest, it's not like he frowns upon everybody. He's not like, oh, you're an LGBTQ, so he just turns his back or nothing. I think Chris Pratt's actually a pretty reasonable guy from what I've seen in red carpets and him with other stars and stuff like that. But that's just, I'm just kidding. That's pretty much my opinion. Willie, what do you think?
I hate all these things when political discussion gets involved in other things.
Oh my God, yeah.
I know people are very, against views that go against not just LGBTQ plus and things like that, but there's a lot. I've seen things that this church is supposed to be into.
Mm-hmm.
If it's true, I don't know. If it's true, it's bad, but that doesn't mean that he automatically believes all that.
That's where you see.
That's
what I was thinking about too. I'm like, it doesn't automatically
guilt by associates. My mouth is not working today.
I think you have the derp.
It's one of these guilt by association things. Whether he's that way or not, have you heard him say that he's for that? That he's against LGBTQ beliefs?
That's the part I'm like, it's not like he goes out there and be like, yeah, screw them, or nothing. He's very, he does wear his heart on his sleeve and whatnot, but he doesn't really say nothing bad to nobody. He loves everybody from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll say this. Okay, we're gonna play the whole guilt by association card.
Yeah.
How many of these people are Selena Gomez fans?
Selena Gomez?
Don't answer the question. It doesn't matter. She goes to that church too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Justin Bieber does too. How many of those people are fans?
Oh, there we go. I didn't know that. You see, those two characters, those two artists, I didn't know they go there. I had no idea.
It's nobody's business.
I totally agree with you. I totally
Nobody's.
agree
I
with you
mean,
on that, Willie.
and if the man were to come out and say, "No, I don't believe in denying LGBTQ plus rights,"
Yeah.
they get off his case?
No,
Why? Because he associates with the church. Kim Kardashian follows the church's founder on Instagram. You hate her?
I mean, you see, and it's just a crazy thing there, man. Like, just to go by this whole he said, she said, and then all of a sudden you just start, like, I guess making these beliefs that of a certain character because or a certain person goes to a certain church, that's how they're gonna be. Hey, I'm Christian. I'm also, my family's Catholic or not, but I support LGBTQ and stuff like that. I'm okay with them.
If he were to come out and say, "Listen, I have a problem with with LGBTQ plus people," judge him accordingly. Judge him accordingly, and then straight up, fuck him in that case. But don't just go by, "Oh, he goes to this church and I heard bad things about this church."
Yeah. Guess what? McDonald kills people with blooded arteries.
There's a movie in theaters right now starring Mel Gibson. Yeah. Where are all these people that want to cancel?
Yeah.
Or they're saying that LGBTQ plus people are more important than Jewish people.
You see, it's just things like that. It's really odd. You know what I'm saying? And but you know what? I'll leave that discussion for everybody out there. Please comment down below. Let us know what you guys think of this whole thing with Chris Pratt and the church he's in. Do you guys believe at the fact that you have to hate the man because he goes to a certain church, or do you guys let him be because he doesn't treat anybody the same way either? But that's, again, we don't know. We don't know what's going on there. That's his personal life. And,
I say ask him.
Like, we should ask him.
I mean, maybe they've asked him.
I mean, that'd be interesting. They, someone.
But
asked
if he hasn't straight up come out and said these things, I wonder how many of these people support J.K. Rowling.
Oof. I mean, that's you see, these are interesting thoughts, and we're the ones that bring it to you, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a must. But yeah, all I have to say is comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about this, and let's have a conversation about it. But ladies and gentlemen, I had to say, we're done. And as always, thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so when we come up with amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, is there any last words?
I want to go to sleep.
We should put that like in quotes under your picture. I want to go to sleep. I mean, that'd be the best thing.
No. If you're gonna quote me, and you're gonna quote me saying I want to fucking drink.
Bam! Right there. That'd be the second quote. We'll have shirts about this. The Willie quotes. It's a must.
I'll do a Will Turner when it comes to drinks. How many times How many times are you gonna tell me? How many times are you gonna tell me you want to drink? At least once more.
Just one more.
At least once more.
But all right,
every single time.
All right, yeah, of course. At least a couple more times, at least, right? Well, we'll find out in SuperCon.
Hey, I will dual wield like I did last time.
So will I. I'll just be there with you. Well,
you will see me. You will see me at SuperCon, blathering incoherently, vodka akimbo.
Nice. That is Willie.
I will have akimbo. 2 cups bolted to my hands, and I will fight Daniel Radcliffe to the death.
I would like to see that battle. I want to see that battle right now.
I do too.
Oh man, but
only because I could drink that motherfucker under the table. I guarantee.
I would like to see that happen. I would love to see that happen.
I don't want to Daniel Radcliffe drunk.
Oh, I mean, I don't like that either. But I just want to see something that funny happen.
I think Daniel Radcliffe drunk. That's sad.
Man, but you know what? We're gonna end this right here, man. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.
Ah!